Hey everybody, Kratos Lucina here. Today we're taking out the PLZ 89. This was a Chinese self-propelled howitzer platform developed in the late 90s and adopted right around the turn of the decade. Or late, did I say late 90s? Late 80s. It only took them a couple years to develop and adopted around the turn of the decade. And it was meant to be. This wasn't like a typical copy where they just take a Russian thing and make their own version out of the same thing. They basically just took the design philosophy and made it their own. Uh, this is actually based on the Type, I think it was the Type 66 armored personnel carrier, which is an evolution of the Type 62 tank. And the gun is I can't remember what they call their gun, but it is a direct copy of the Russian D-30. And it is in service to this day. Um, what is going on here? This is weird. It's still in service today, although it is being steadily replaced by the. What am I hitting on this thing? I'm hitting something. Oh, I'll take that one. But what is going on here? It is being replaced by the PLZ 05, which is China's latest generation of self-propelled howitzer, meant to compete with, the latest versions of the Paladin, the Panzerhaubitze, and what's that latest Russian thing? The Mista S. But this little guy was meant to compete with the original 109, M109, the Gavatstika, Akatsiya, the smaller subsystems like that. And no, swing and a miss. That was terrible. There we go. Ah, stop shooting at me. Ow. But look how close I can hit. Like just with the Willie P. I know that with the gun down, you can basically shoot right in front of the tank, but like I've never pulled the Willie P back that close to me. They always seem to drive to about here. Boy, that Gepard's stealing everybody's kills. That T-80 ain't getting nothing. Now, I loaded the squash heads in this, like, mostly just because I can. Like, I really don't have any, oh, it's ultimate top tier ammo to use in this. No, it's just because, hey, it's not HE, so why not? Yeah, you don't get to move anymore. I'll go ahead and reload. It is rocking a, what looks like a 240. Yep, that's a 240. That's a 240 Bravo on top of a Chinese tank. That's interesting. Never seen that before. But it was added kind of as an afterthought when players were like, hey, you added machine guns to everything but artillery, like the one vehicle that could use artillery. And so a lot of tanks got machine guns as afterthoughts. And this is one of them, mostly because I don't think China has like a noteworthy uh, they don't have a noteworthy belt fed that people talk about. I think they still use like the PKM and stuff like that, which I mean would have been understandable to load a PKM. They really should have done their due diligence on that. Ooh, okay. Aw, you suck. Sauce this whole area. Keep the clock resetting. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad. You know. As far as like a self-propelled howitzer goes, compared to modern stuff, yes, it is kind of a disheveled mess. It is kind of a disheveled mess, but at the same time, you know, the modern things didn't exist when this thing was built, you know? Well, that was a really inconvenient place to stop that thing. Only a single kill, but this is a very dynamic map. It's hard to use artillery on an assault. At least for me, anyway. I'm sure there's players out there who are like, oh, I use artillery all the time on assault. But, I don't know, my playstyle doesn't really favor it. And also I wasn't using, the full-powered HE, which, like, you can almost... You can basically beat ammo racks into submission with HE. But these squash heads, like you almost have to get a penetration. All right. So yeah, low damage, low kills for a tier 7, but it is artillery on an assault mission, and it's kind of a pain. It's easier on defensive missions where I can get a good position to sit there and just relentlessly hammer the enemy and don't really have to worry about getting seen a whole lot. Little bit of progress across the board on this new battle path. A lot of challenges moving forward. All in all, not a bad tank. Probably could have done better on a defensive, but it is what it is. I don't pick my missions. I just click go, and what happens happens. If you enjoyed that battle, please like and subscribe. A massive thank you to those that already have. Comment down below if you'd like to see a tank in battle, and I will see you guys in the next mission. Until then, have fun.